When you're scared of ruining what's working, it's the sixth step, I would say, what happened in my journey. So it's day 6 out of 30. And yesterday I was talking about when I realized that this wasn't just for fun anymore, right? So this was I would say this is the step after that or the day after that. My whole journey was in 30 days. The day the pressure showed up, not external pressure, internal pressure, right? Because once something starts working, you start worrying about breaking it. I remember you're like, okay, damn, now I have clients and I have to make this work and I've just got a team on board. And I remember the shift very clearly. Up until then, I spoke freely. I said whatever I thought. I wasn't planning. Like, it was just a play like approach to it, right? I went live without overthinking it. I shared ideas half formed. And then suddenly I just paused. Is this good enough? Because before speaking now, I'm going, is this the direction I want to take? Is this the brand I'm building? Does this make sense? What if this is the post where people realize I don't know everything? Imposter syndrome showed up. That was new. The work hadn't changed. My relationship with my dream, my goal had changed. And this is the people that we don't talk about enough. Not when something fails, but when it starts going right. What do you do then? Because success introduces a new fear, the fear of losing momentum, the fear of getting exposed, the fear of feeling like an imposter, the fear, what if this doesn't work out exactly the way I wanted? Now we expect so much more from this whole journey. I hadn't committed fully yet. So it was just getting there. And I was already building while feeling this pressure of being seen as someone and like, what does this mean for me? And this was a dangerous territory, okay? Because when you don't care, it's different. But now you care about messing it up. You start editing yourself, you start curating yourself. And I noticed it in very, very small ways. I'd rewrite captions more times than necessary. I'd hold back my opinions that felt sharp but true. I'd wait longer before going live. I put in a lot more thought process in how I wanted my brand to go because now I was suddenly being serious. And not because I didn't believe in what I was saying, but because I didn't want to be wrong in public, right? And this is where a lot of women entrepreneurs quietly start shrinking themselves. This is where the visibility wounds show up. Not because they lack confidence or experience, but they suddenly feel less visible. They want to be less visible. And the visibility kind of changes the rules, right? Like there's no taking it back. It's on the internet forever. So when no one is watching you, you can experiment. When people are watching, everything feels so like drawn in stone kind of thing. And now it's like, but is this it? This is it all. And for women, especially, being judged comes from so much. Look at our culture, right? All our lives, it's like, if you think about it, the way we have been raised, it is so important. Like, you have to be the best at everything. And growing up in India, that was one clear reality. Dude, you have to do well. And especially as a woman, at some points, it's like you can take the easy way out or you have to be the best at it. And forget India, anywhere in the world, it still is a reality that an average guy can get away with a lot more than an average woman can. You kind of have to work harder and go against every stereotype or every conditioning that you were given, and everything you were told as a child. You talk too much or you're too much or something. It leaves so much self-doubt. It's ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It always blows my mind. The I mean, I challenge you. Like, I'm not even afraid to say this out loud, but I challenge you. Speak to any woman who's ambitious or has dreams and get her to be really vulnerable. You'll be surprised. Most of us have a very weird relationship with ourselves. It's not like full belief. And if you're a mom, you know how you really give your child that 100% faith, and like how you would go to war for them and you would build them up and you'll protect them and you'll be like, no, you can do anything in life. When was the last time you said that to yourself? You can do anything. We do it, but somewhere deep in there, it's always that narrative, right? It's always there. So you're like, I would say, too much, too opinionated, too inconsistent, too bold. I don't know. So we self regulate a lot. We smooth out the edges, we delay, we try to be better instead of just being honest. We try to be perfect. And I remember thinking maybe I should slow down, I should make a clear plan, I should have every structure, maybe I should wait till everything feels more ready. But ready for what? What does ready really mean? When will you ever be ready? Think about it. Like, when will you ever be ready? And the one thing I have definitely learned, yes, you can come from experience thing, you can hire professionals and do it. But is it true? Is that how most of us end up starting in the first place? That already comes from a point of privilege, which we may or may not have, right? So what I really meant was that I was not ready to be criticized. And that's when I saw this pattern. The moment something matters, we try to protect it by becoming smaller. We call it professionalism, we call it discernment, we call it being careful, but very often it's fear. Fear of ruining something that finally feels like it could be yours. Now, day six wasn't about responsibility yet, it was about hesitation, about feeling the weight of the expectation before I had the language of it. And that hesitation didn't look very dramatic. It looked very smart. I'm being more strategic about it. That's also what I told myself. Let me think about this more. Let me refine it further. Let me wait. Ooh, and that's why it's dangerous because it sounds mature, but it slowly disconnects you from the honesty that made things work in the first place. Like after today, it becomes harder to be confused self editing with growth, okay? So, tomorrow is when we're going to take this tension, break it down into something else, my identity. And I want you to clearly remember this, that it's okay to be messy. So, be delusional and be unleashed.